I guess we can just get started and then we'll just ask her if she comes on.
Mhm.
All right. So just looking at what we did last time. So we had okay, so the first I had the next steps. I'm just looking at those from last time. So I wanted to check in with Jen in regards about how she felt about the Facebook post and doing that for us, or if she was going to give us
Yes.
the tip.
I fully admit I have not had a chance to do a couple of the things that was on
Oh
my
no, no,
to-do
don't worry
list.
about it.
So yes,
Don't worry.
I will.
Don't worry. I did connect with Jen though. I did ask her about Facebook.
Oh, you did?
And yep, and
Oh,
she
good.
did say that she would definitely be happy to pass on that access to one of us in the subcommittee. And she did mention, Maria, that you did have access, but that you probably didn't feel that comfortable doing that. So I
I am
didn't.
not super Facebook savvy. I will fully 100% own that. Um,
So she
so
said she'll be more than willing to kind of pass it on to one of us in the subcommittee so we can work on the Facebook post for the International Women's Day.
okay,
She did say to ask Kim if she wanted to do it because she's also part, I think, of the communications subcommittee.
yep, yep.
But I wasn't sure if that's going to be too much for her because she's doing the interviews and she's putting the videos together. And I don't know um,
Yeah, we
if
can
that,
ask her and see how she
yeah.
feels.
So I'll ask him. Uh, okay. Then the other thing I had on my thing was to reach out to the International Women's Day and see if if we could use their logo and get permission and all that.
Mhm.
So I try to do that, but I guess you're not allowed to get permission if you have like a Gmail, like a Hotmail, or one of those accounts. They want you to be some sort of organization.
Oh,
So I think if obviously if we use like the Wakefield Human Rights Rally email would
mhm.
be sounds more legit than just
Yep.
me creating. So I did create an account under my email, but it wouldn't let me. They submit the request to use their logo. I know that Kim is using for the interviews. I think she said she was going to use like our logo, like the Wakefield Human Rights. So I don't know if at the end of the day we actually need it or not, but I thought because I think maybe if we ask for permission, then we can kind of use it for our social media stuff and then kind of tag along to the campaign, which will probably be good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Do you have an email? Do you have a copy of what you had already sent them? Do you want to send that to me, or do you
Oh,
want me to just
yeah,
draft
no,
something?
yeah. It's honestly, it's just like you have to fill out the form.
Oh, okay. All
It's
right.
like
Yeah, I can do that.
okay, so I'll send you the link. Um, it's just to fill it out, and they ask you what you need it for, and then it says all the examples of how you would use it.
Okay.
So, all right. Okay, I'll send that. Uh, and then Nicole, I didn't know if you had connected with She Major about like if they're going to be sending us a video or something of what they're going to be.
So I emailed Anna Morel again, and I haven't heard back from her. I
Okay.
was gonna give her like another day, and then I'll send another note to Tom Banker. She did say that she doesn't check her email regularly since she's fully remote.
Uh,
So but I know one of the girls also that's I have two ways to get in
okay.
contact. So hopefully by like today or tomorrow, later today or tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'll have an answer.
Perfect. So that way, at least if we know how they want to send us the stuff, then we can send it to Kim, and then maybe she can put something together with a few of the interviews she has to kind of kick off the March 8th. Okay. I didn't. I know I was supposed to ask him about a possible flyer and all that. I didn't. And the timeline on the videos, she said she was going to work on the videos and probably give them like some, like not all of them at once, but to just kind of give us some stuff and then we can start posting them on the kickoff. But then I didn't get any more details from her, so I was kind of hoping that we can gather that information tonight, but I guess that's okay. And then Maria, I don't know if, I know you said you didn't really have a chance for, to check in with Jennifer McDonald. I don't know if that.
No, I
Okay.
will. I will do that about publicizing the event.
Yeah, just to how to get it out to the public that doesn't use like Facebook, I guess.
Yeah.
And let's see what else I had. All right, so I think in regards of people interested, I think we have a lot. At least from what I'm getting, we really got like some good turn. Everybody, I mean, pretty much everybody has said yes, except for a couple of people that they want to participate. And I think it's great, and I think they all see the benefit of being a part of it. I think it's just now, I think trying to help Kim and getting all that stuff in. I did offer today, maybe she wanted me to help her like set up some sort of calendar invite. So that way it can pop up in her email or something, just to set up the different appointments so she doesn't get confused. Because right now we're using a Google spreadsheet. So she does have to kind of go in and see what she has for the day. And I don't know if that's confusing or not. So
Is
So,
there anything else like that I can, sorry, if there's anything else that like I can do, or any of us like small things to help
I
you
don't know.
and Kim?
That's what I was trying to figure out, because right now it's, at least from my end, it's just the people are filling out the form, and that's just going straight to this Google form, which she gets a copy of, and I get a copy too. And obviously, I'm not doing the interview, so I'm really not doing anything with that information. Except today, I kind of sent her like, hey, I just want to make sure you kind of seeing this, and then what you kind of have coming up for the week. But I don't know. So that would be good. I think I could send her an email after and just be like, we were just kind of wondering how else we can support you in the process of, maybe, I mean, anything. I know she's making videos of the different, I think, going around town and just getting videos of the venues, because I think a lot of the interviews are coming in as Zoom, obviously, because of COVID. So I think she's doing that. So I don't know how she's putting them together. I honestly, I can't even picture it right now, how she's doing all that, but I'm sure it's going to look great. But
Kim just texted. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Kim just texted and she said she didn't have the Zoom link, so I'm just gonna send it to her, and she said she's ready to jump on.
Oh, awesome.
Let me just find it.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Do you guys get the email directly from the town, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I got it. So I don't know if she's.
All right. So maybe I should send it like during the week. I forgot to do that.
Yeah, same as Nicole. Like if there are things that I can help with, and I know I've reached out to some people this weekend.
Yeah,
but
no,
if there are
thank
other
you.
people that you need, or if
Yeah,
Kim wants help with the flyer, I'm happy to help with that too.
Yeah,
Whatever
we'll
you
ask her.
need.
Yeah, I think at this point it's just kind of helping her, because I feel she has the biggest task right
Yeah.
now. It's like making those interviews and then making the videos. So I don't know. So hopefully we can figure it out. I know it's like around the corner. I feel like it's coming up so soon.
I just sent it to her. I'm also gonna forward her the email just in case.
Thank you for doing that.
No problem.
I thought remembering the agenda was the biggest task. I was so proud of myself when I actually remembered. I was like, oh, this is great. So now I guess for the minutes, right? The last meeting minutes, we have to wait until we have our meeting.
Right.
So then I can send them over to
Yep.
the town. Okay.
Yep. We'll just keep, I'm trying to keep a running list of the meeting minutes that we have to approve.
So then that day when we have our meeting, the Wakefield Human Rights, then I'll email you all the minutes, or do I email them to the group or just to you?
I email them, you can email them to the whole,
To just
wait,
us.
do you mean the whole subcommittee or the whole?
Right, no, like I mean like when it's time for us to approve them, like when we
Right.
get close to that meeting.
Yeah, I will send them to me, and then
Okay.
I'll send them out to the whole, I mean, you can send them to the rest of the subcommittee when you send them to me, just
Right.
so people have kind of advanced
Sure.
ability to look at them. And then when I send the agenda to Sherry, she usually sends out everything that's included in the packet. So, so yeah,
So just keep a tally, and then when we have our meeting, I just kind of forward them again and be like, okay,
Yeah.
here we are.
Yep.
And then send them to town.
Right.
Jeez, okay.
I know, it's crazy. Hi, Kim.
Hi, sorry about that. For some reason, I'm not getting these requests, but I'm getting the communications subcommittee.
Oh, that's crazy.
I
Yeah,
know,
that's
and I have searched all of my emails to make sure, but I'm getting everything but this one. But I'm glad we're here now. How
No,
are you
thank
guys?
you. Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm very excited to show you guys. I don't have my camera on only because I am at a level of exhaustion that nobody needs to see right now.
Don't worry about it, but thank you. Thank you. Thank
So-
you for joining.
So I'm sorry for interrupting. So I don't know where you guys were at in the conversation. So
No, we were
fill
just
me in.
talking about the steps in regards of the agendas and the minutes and things that I have to do. So don't worry about that. But before that, we were just kind of wondering in regards to the next steps, because we feel now that we have, done a lot of the outreach to the different businesses. And I know there's definitely interest in how we can be more of support to you, because I feel like now you have the biggest task to try to get all this stuff together, and we didn't know how to help you. So we're glad you called.
I'm okay so far.
Okay.
The hardest part is as I'm putting them in my calendar, and I've talked to most people, but I'm putting them in my calendar even if I haven't spoken to them. So there's a couple people that I could use some help connecting with. I think one or two, but I've got, I think, 6 people coordinated for interviews this week, which gets us pretty far. And if we're talking about posting videos throughout the month, then we're in a great start, So if we keep doing these kind of like we did a bulk, obviously 6 in 1 week is a lot. But now we have a whole month of where I've come up with like a template, which at that point it's pretty easy to edit. So if you guys would like to show you the one that I did for Sweep and see what you guys think.
Yeah, we love it.
Tell me you guys heard everything that I just said and that nothing.
Just the last part, you said you were going to show us,
Oh, okay, good. Okay,
and
so
then it went silent after that.
perfect. As long as I don't have to start from the beginning.
Nope.
So do you guys want to see what I did for Sweet Bay?
Yeah, do I
Yeah.
have to give you some sort of permission, or you're good?
Only the host can share, but what I can do is in the chat, I will send you the link and you should be able to share it at that point, right? I'm not gonna lie, I may or may not have already shared it. Because I wanted her feedback, because I was super excited and I wanted to. So I think you guys are gonna be, I don't know. I could be full of crap, but I think you guys are gonna be happy when you see this.
All
I
right,
think it
so
came out really good. And I think we could follow this format, and even if
oh, it says I
people
need
can,
access.
what's the matter?
No, it says I need access.
Oh, poops. Hold
Hold
on.
on.
Let me just,
Can I just
I know we're
give
being
you-
recorded, but
No, I think I can give you, can I just make you a co-host?
yeah, I don't know.
All right, I think now you can
Oh,
do whatever.
perfect. Okay, so let's try this again. Share my screen. Let's share, not Dropbox, but we'll share. And again, this is like the first draft. There's a couple of
Yeah, no.
things. I need like a better logo, and I could use a better logo, and maybe I got it to about 2 minutes, which I thought was decent enough. Wow, this is really hard when you're doing it by a phone.
Oh,
Oh,
Screen,
yeah.
I'm on my phone, but that's okay. Screen broadcast 2-1.
Oh,
Okay.
something's coming.
Okay, so you can see my screen now.
It
Yep.
says you're sharing screen and then, yep,
Okay, so
yep.
now I can go here.
Oh my
and I
God, look at that.
Right. Can you see it?
Yep.
Yep.
My name is Liz from in downtown Wakefield. Not only am I a born and raised Wakefieldian, my mother is a born and raised Wakefieldian, and it's really important to us to have our business here in Wakefield. My mother, Beth, started Sweet Bay in the late 80s, but I joined her in 2013, right after the birth of my second child.
Liz was little, she used to come to work with me and, like sleep in the flower boxes.
Started off like, oh, okay, well, maybe I'll buy a few lines and I'll do the social media for the store just to keep myself occupied. But before we knew it, it just turned into so much more than that. So here, almost 5 years later, that she and I have been working together, it's blossomed so much, and we hope that we're in our permanent home now at 478 Main Street. And I wouldn't say we laughed when COVID happened. We said, what? Okay, so, all right, what are we gonna do? It's no use standing around here panicking and staring at each other, crying and fretting. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We closed our storefront and we went virtual. I just decided, okay, if they can't come to us, I'm gonna come to you. So the Sweet Bay videos were born. And we have been doing videos live on Facebook and live on Instagram 2 or 3 times a week for a year. And it is something that is ridiculous and I feel silly doing, but it saves my business. You have to work in doing something that speaks to you. My children come to work with me. They see me with customers all day long. I am who I am because I was raised in a small business, and that is work, and it's the hardest work you can do. If you're going to underestimate me, just wait.
That's it.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. I
I
loved it.
love it.
Oh, you do?
Oh
So
my
good.
God. That is
That makes me
awesome.
happy.
Oh my God. That
Came
was so
out good, right?
Yes.
Yes. It looked like a real,
So-
like a commercial kind of
I
thing. Like I
know.
loved it. It was really good.
Yeah, that was
It made me
phenomenal.
happy to do.
Oh God,
Thank you,
that's
thank you.
awesome. So wait, you did the
And it was
interview
so
via Zoom?
by Zoom.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
so-
seem like that.
So if you put it on, so that's what I was saying. I started thinking about like how jumpy it would be if some were in person and some were not. And I figured Zoom is a great way to get good audio. It's consistent. You can, if you put it on speaker view, and it had me too, but I was able to edit it out. And it was just an easy way where somebody can control like the stops in talking so that there's like clear edit points. So I figured that was a great way. And then I took images and video from her social media, which I thought was perfect because it then kind of follows a good path from our Facebook to theirs, because when we post it, we tag them, we do all of that. And it seemed then it was an easier way to be consistent and save time because we have so many. Like I got, I think 4 or 5 tomorrow. So, this one took me, it took me a couple of hours, but I was happy to do it. So I feel like we have one now for Monday. So I can bang out these next 4 or 5 between now and, next week. And as long as we keep the kind of interviews going over the next 3 weeks, I'm happy to do these all the time. And if there's people that need to record when I can't be there, if other people just know that it was just by Zoom and this is the settings that you do, all you have to do then is send me the interview and then I can pull from other places. I'd like to add a WHRC logo at the beginning.
Mhm.
I have the one that has a white background, but I would love, and I don't know if it exists, but I would love like that logo in black for the front screen. And then the overlay where your Zoom name goes, I can make the white background colorful one with like a bar with their name and their business name on it that goes across the screen the whole time when they're speaking.
Mhm.
And that's an easy one to add. I couldn't manipulate the logo that I pulled off of the web.
Okay. Yeah, I can check and see in some of our like through our emails, because that's basically where we're saving old documents right now. I'll see if I can find an editable version of the logo. Yeah.
If you can't, Maria, I'm sure with a little bit of scrappy effort, I can figure out how to make it black and white.
Mhm.
You know, but if you see, if in your travels you see .png or .eps, I'll take those,
Okay.
because that usually means they have a transparent background, and from that I can work. But I mean, for the most part, yeah. And hers was very long. I mean, her and I talked for a little bit, and I think that's where I was able to get, and her mom came in at the end, so I was able to get like a little extra.
Yeah.
So to go from 20 minutes to 2, but I think 2 didn't seem too long.
No.
Oh, no, not at all.
And if you think about it, right? So if you do, I mean, we've got, what did we say? We have 13 that have agreed so far, which means if 13 have agreed, the minute somebody sees the first 2 or 3 videos,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure more will roll in. And we might actually be able to see a massive bump in numbers, because now we're posting twice a week and tagging other pages that probably have hundreds or if not thousands of likes as well.
No, that looks awesome. I really like it.
Oh, good, good, good. That makes me happy. That makes me really happy.
So I guess that's the other question then about Facebook, because I asked Jen, she's usually the one that handles our Wakefield Human Rights Commission Facebook page. And I asked her if, she would be okay with posting our stuff, but then I think she feels it would be better if somebody here in the subcommittee handles the Facebook account, just to keep, posting and all that. But then she had suggested you, but then I feel like you have a lot too. So I didn't know how you felt about that, if one of us should kind of take the lead on the Facebook and make sure that we know how to, I don't know, how to tag and how to do all that stuff.
I mean, I'm happy to do it. I'm honestly happy to do it, especially because we're going to trickle it throughout the month.
Mhm.
You know, it's nothing for me. Once the video's done, it's nothing for me to post. And I don't think my thought would almost be to not do it at the same time every day. It's almost like do them, maybe sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. If we can, even if we only have, let's say 10 videos, which I think we had 13 sign up, but let's say we have 10 across a month starting Monday. Monday's the 1st, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's 2 a week.
Yeah, but
if
I'm sorry, I think like we said the kickoff was going to be the 8th.
Oh, okay. Even better then.
Yep.
So it's 3 a week. But I mean, we're ready to go Monday. We could post Sweet Bay Monday and just make it a whole month load thing if we wanted to.
The only reason that we had thought of the 8th as the launch day is because that's the actual
Right.
International Women's Day. So, I mean, we could potentially do like a teaser on the 1st and either show the Sweet Bay video or show something that just says, stay tuned, beginning next Monday, the 8th, we launch International Women's History, something like that. I don't know. Something
No,
like
it's perfect.
Yeah. That would be
So why don't I work on, now that as long as I have the first video done and everybody likes it, at that point it's, as long as we have like the intro and we have kind of like the template done, now it's just the interview. So that takes a ton of stress off. But I can now work on a teaser maybe on Monday on March, right? Am I crazy? Is Monday, March 1st?
Yep.
You're
Okay.
not crazy.
No, you're not crazy. Yes, Monday is the
Yeah.
first. Sorry.
I just said in my lecture last night, and it actually like made my heart hurt a little. I was like, you know, you guys, a year ago today, we were all getting ready to go on spring break and we didn't come back. So, but I was saying it more like a positive thing. Like, we've all done it. It wasn't what we asked for. It wasn't what we expected, but we all did it. So been a long year. So maybe on Monday I can make like a really cool, like teaser video that somebody could post, just letting people know that starting from the 8th through the remainder of the month. I think 13 videos in one day is a lot. But from the 8th through the end, you know, maybe we could say like kicking off International Women's Day, we're going to highlight female small business owners, leaders in the community, members of the community. And I can make like a really fun teaser video that lets people know to look at it. And if we have certain people signed up, when we do that post, we could tag whoever's already signed up and say more to come. And then we've got between the 1st and the 8th, if we have to do a second one with a second round of, you know, another teaser video with 8 more tags, those tags are just going to push our posts into those timelines, and maybe more people will start looking for it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I think it sounds great.
And that's easy because it doesn't require any, I mean, honestly, if I even got a couple more videos between now and say Sunday, I could do like a fun montage where it's like, it kind of like shows little like splashes of people, like as like a really cool kind of teaser.
I love that.
I know. That
I'm
sounds
so
great.
impressed with people's technical expertise. Stuff like that. I'm just like, yes, thumbs up.
I enjoy it. And it made me feel really good to do that for her and her mom. You know, I've been going to Sweet Bay for so long, and
I know.
it made me feel really good to, you know, kind of help them out. And I think it's gonna be great. As long as you guys are happy with the way it came out and that it's on point and it says what we need to say, I can doctor it up with our branding, you know, and kind of do that. I even might put on the end screen maybe their like social media handles or their website or even something like that.
Yeah, I think that's good.
If I can, even if it's easier too, I can even make like a draft Facebook post, like a template that's pretty much like, okay, for our next kind of, you know, International Women's Day. And that could be kind of standard. And then all somebody has to do, if for some reason I can't get to it, which I should be able to get to it. I mean, I could schedule them out. It's not even that big of a deal, but you know, it's like somebody could just copy and paste and input. And when you start typing the business's name, it'll probably come up anyways.
Yeah, no, that would be awesome.
Now that I was thinking March 1st, just to kick off the month, but if I have until March 8th, I'm even happier.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Now I understand. I was like panicked. I was like, oh my God, everybody's like signing up to do these and I'm running out of time. But 2 weeks is like 2 years to me. Are you kidding?
We've gifted you some time.
Yeah, no, so that's why kind of we were wondering on how to help with the people that are lined up to do the interviews, or you know, I didn't know. I know it might be confusing looking at the Excel sheet.
I'm trying really hard the minute somebody comes in to email them or text them right away and say, hey, I saw that you had this. But now I'm thinking, if we're doing it by Zoom, anybody could technically do it. If there was a time that, say, didn't work for me, I mean, all I'm doing is doing a Zoom call, but you guys, and I do it through my Suffolk account because it's technically personal. We're not collaborating on anything, right?
Right.
So, I mean, technically I could come up with like a how-to if for some reason a really great leader or a great business owner for some reason can't do a time that I could do, somebody else could easily just do the interview part, send me the interview, and then I can just clip that so we
Yeah.
can keep them coming.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would love to help you with that as long, I mean, I'm definitely not a good interview, but if you can cut me off and just get the people that answer the questions, you know, that there's no problem with that.
And that's exactly what I did. I put it on speaker view, and I put my camera, my microphone on mute, and I would ask them the question, put my mic on mute, and then take a pause. And that was really like the pause is what helps me to be able to like clip it.
Right.
It's a lot easier with Zoom than it would have been probably doing it in person, because you can't mic people up because of social distancing and the masks. I mean, I lecture in a mask for 3 hours. Like, you can't hear as well as you think you can. And Zoom, like the sound came out pretty clear. I mean, she was she was really good too, that she was in a quiet room. But yeah, that's all I need, because Zoom, when you record it, sends you 2 files. It sends the actual video file, but it sends the audio file separately.
Oh,
Yeah, so should I need that, I can pull both. But for the most part, I mean, I can do these. Hers took 20 minutes because we started talking about Dory's chicken fingers and Dino's, and you know what it's like to work with your mother. And that's just me. That's probably why I shouldn't be doing these, because you know, I'll start talking to somebody and 45 minutes later, I have to go sifting through all of that stuff. But, you know, if somebody actually stuck to the 5 questions, it would probably take 15 minutes at the most. Not even, probably 10.
right.
And I could type up the questions. I could make a whole one sheet. You know, it's not collaborating if I just do that and then share it with our subcommittee, right?
No, as long as if you're just sharing it with us and we're not like
Discussing it, right.
deliberating on it, yeah, that's fine.
Right. So it
Yeah.
could be like literally like steps. So that way, if somebody contacts somebody and you have that time open and can do it, we can collect a bunch of these.
Right. Yeah, no, I think that'll be good. So that way, you know, it doesn't all fall on you. I mean, you're going to have to put it together anyways, because I definitely can't.
I enjoy it. Like I said, I enjoy it. It made me feel good. It made me feel good to hear her reaction when she saw it. It made me feel good to hear your reaction. And I think people are going to embrace it, because all of these people have Facebook pages, and, you know, and it's now like our name's going to be out there with people that they love and telling stories of people that they love. And so the more people that can actually just do the Zoom part, which again, I can cut everybody out, we could get as many as we want. It could be anybody. It could be students. It could be teachers. It could be officials. It could be business owners. I mean, it doesn't necessarily, I mean, I can change that intro too, where it says like women in business. It could be, you know, educational leaders, or it could be, you know, community leaders. Like, I can even make a small edit like that if it's not all just business owners. If somebody you think has a great story to tell and should be part of this, then if everybody's willing to do at least one Zoom interview, I think we could have a massive movement on our hands.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely help out. Just send me whatever format you think
Okay.
you should use. And then I'm sure you're going to have to cut a bunch of it off, but I'm willing to try it.
It's fun. It's fun. The editing part, I wouldn't ask anybody, but the interview part is simple. So if everybody knows somebody that they think would be great, and everybody even just does their own video and does their own Zoom interview of a friend or just somebody I mean, I can take all of that. It's not as bad as you think. The first one was hard just because I had to come up with like the format and like, how should it look?
Mhm.
After that, it's pretty much easy. I just pull stuff from their Facebook pages.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
So I'll put that together. I'll make like a 1-page, here's how you record on Zoom. Here are some tips on how to do the interview. Here's how to send it. Here's where to save it and that kind of thing. I'm
Okay.
happy to do that.
Yeah, no, that sounds perfect.
Then what we should do is send a big email maybe to everybody that has agreed to do it
Mhm.
and ask them maybe on that day to participate in that hashtag that they're doing. Because that doubles now the reach that we're getting. If we say, hey, thanks so much for being a part of the International Women's Day video, just for a little tidbit, because isn't that like the thing on the 8th, everybody's supposed to do the hashtag
Yeah,
and put their hand up?
I choose to challenge it, right?
Right, right. And that could even be something that you send out on the 8th.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. We can work on some sort of template to send out the email to everybody that participated.
And I'll try to remember like when they record, but the odds of me remembering are probably slim to none. But I'll try.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I think we have that spreadsheet, right, where we're putting when we have the people's contact and all that. I mean, we can start also putting there if they made the video, and then that way we'll remember to reach back out to them.
Good call.
Yeah, we can
That's
do
a
that.
good call.
Yeah. Do you need any help with the scheduling? Or now that you're looking at your week, do you like everybody that signed up for this week, you're good? We should,
The only person I haven't spoken to, I finally did speak to Marika from the Shine.
yep.
The only person that I don't think that I have spoken to so far who has signed up is my best friend Vinny's mom's friend that does holiday travel. I can't think of her name.
Okay, I remember seeing it there though.
I have her in my schedule. Like that's what I mean. I've been trying really hard to stay on top of things, and even if I haven't spoken to them yet, I put them in my calendar.
Okay.
So tomorrow I have her scheduled for 11, but I moved Shine there because she never got my email. So I have Shine tomorrow at 11, then Room to Write,
Yep.
then Sweat Fix,
Mm-hmm.
then My Side, and then Rada at 5:15. So Friday I have Simplify. So if someone can see if Holiday Travel could do like 11:30 or 12:30, that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to start with. That's a
Wow.
good start.
So you want holiday travel 11:30 on Friday?
I could either do tomorrow. Well,
Okay.
tomorrow's tight, but I could do Friday either 11:30 or 12:30.
Okay. All right, I can follow up with them.
And I think what's going to end up happening, which could be a good thing or a bad thing, could be a good thing, is when I talked to Rada was like, have you talked to this person? And have you talked to this person? Which again, like, if everybody can do the interviews, yes, it's a lot of work, but
Right.
I'm fine doing, because we have a month, you know what I mean, technically to do the editing, so we can do a
Right.
little at a time. And my thought is, the more the merrier. But I think that's what's going to end up happening. I think, our friend from Holiday Travel will probably say to Elaine Gaeta, oh, isn't your, son Vinny's best friend doing this video? You should do it. And then
Right.
and
Right.
Maria at Artichokes, which, isn't a bad thing.
Right. No.
That means that every female leader in Wakefield is talking about it.
Right. No, that's awesome. No, I think it's great. All right, so I'll reach out to the holiday travel and see if they're available. And then I know the person from Creations reached out, right, at 3 next week at some
Yes.
point. Yeah.
Wednesday at 3:15. You know what might be better?
Uh-huh.
This might work if, and this is a lot of work for you as well, so I don't want to add a bunch of stuff to your plate, but maybe if you get the date and the time,
Mm-hmm.
maybe make a meeting request.
Well, yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Okay.
Yeah, because then I can just accept it. And if for
Okay.
some reason there's something in my calendar at that time, I can just send you a note saying, try this time.
Yeah. No, that works. That's fine with me. I
That's
think that's
great.
probably better because I feel like sometimes when I'm putting in the time and I'm just like it's on the spreadsheet, then I don't know if it really works or not for you.
Right. And you're leaving it up to me.
Right.
And I'm a hot mess most of the time.
No, that's fine. I can definitely do the meeting request. I think that works.
That works well.
Okay.
But I mean, seven in 2 days is pretty, or 3 days is good. We're rolling.
I know, it's amazing.
That's what I'm saying. I think the word is going to get out that we're doing it. And I think a lot of people are going to want to do it. And maybe it becomes something that you guys can carry through and make, last longer than March. Who knows?
Right. Yeah, no,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a great idea. Good.
That's good.
Anybody else have anything that we forget from last time? All right, so, oh yeah, and the other thing, Kim, I don't think we talked about this last time, but we have the group, She Major, that they always participate in the event. And I know Nicole is working to get in touch with them because I think they're going to perform a song or they're going to record a song for us to include. So I think that would be great if we have, I mean, obviously we have time still, but for the kickoff event to make sure that first day we have them kind of kick it off.
That'd be great.
Yeah, they always participate every year. So it'll be good to kind of keep that going.
I'm happy to make I mean, can you guys do Facebook Lives? Is that like are you limited in any way to do live broadcasts because of?
Honestly, I don't know.
I don't know either.
But I
Yeah,
don't think we want to do that, right? Because the people who are saying that they don't have Facebook, they're not able to see what we're
Right.
doing.
Right. Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
so,
Well, I'm happy to help with any video, like making a really cool kickoff video there too.
okay,
That's awesome. Thank you.
fantastic.
All right, so I think we're good, right? We have a lot of stuff. So Kim will send us that template. So then we all have it. So then we can help out if needed. I'll start sending you meeting request invites for the appointment. So that way, and then if I have the template too, we can probably divide and conquer to help you with those videos. And
Perfect.
then Maria's gonna check in about the International Women's Day request to see if we can use their logo for our stuff. So it's just to submit the request online and I'll send you the link and the page or where to do that. And I think that's all right. And Nicole is going to still continue to try to reach out to the group She Major. And
Yeah, I should have that. I should know something tomorrow, so I'll just send an email
yeah,
to.
no,
I'll send an email to you, Teresa, and you can send it out. to me.
yeah, yeah. And Eileen, I think it's helping us with if you hear back from anybody. I know you sent a bunch of emails this weekend to get people involved with the interviews, and we did get a couple of responses. So I think it's good. I think we're doing good. So question about next meeting. So that brings us to March 3rd. You guys want to do a check-in next week at 7?
Yeah, I think
That's-
that makes,
Yeah, still
I
work?
think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll remember to send the agenda and then we can have the meeting.
I just had an idea.
Okay.
Do we have anybody in our asking list from the Wakefield Police Department or the fire department?
Oh.
Do Amy Randall or what's her name? Oh my gosh, off the officer at the Galvin. Those are the only two female.
Oh, Miss
Officer. I can't
Officer
think of her
Officer
name.
Kelly.
Yes,
Yes.
Kelly Tobine, right?
Kelly
Tobine?
Cobine.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Amy
So
Randall.
why don't we do one or two of those ladies? And then there is a female firefighter named Marnie Sheeran,
Yeah.
who Maria, you might remember,
Yep.
who also is like celebrating her anniversary of being like breast cancer free. I know Marnie would do it in a heartbeat. Her family has longstanding roots here. She's very energetic. We should probably maybe ask some representatives from those two places as well.
Okay.
I can ask Marnie
Mhm.
if somebody can ask one of the officers.
I can check in with, I mean, Amy's she's on the HRC,
Right.
so I can talk with her and see if she or Kelly, if either one of them would prefer to do it or has time to do it in terms of their availability. So I'll reach out to Amy.
Or together, they could do it together. How
Oh.
great would that be?
I'll
huh?
see if she's if she'll talk to Kelly about it. Yep.
Side by side, right? Maria's like, I'm so glad Kim joined the HRC.
I am.
I know. This is
She
awesome.
makes double amount of work for everyone.
Nope, it's all good.
Yeah, this is great.
Awesome. Oh, Maria, you know what else we could do? I know,
Yeah.
I'm getting way ahead of myself. You know who would be awesome to get
Sure.
involved? Sydney.
Oh, Sydney Scott.
She takes such amazing photos.
She does.
She would probably love to like document. She would be able to go and take a couple of shots. That would be a great Facebook album.
Mhm. Yeah, I can. I'm in touch on a somewhat frequent basis with Sydney, so I can ask her.
Copy me too, because group us all together, maybe on Facebook, because I talked to her as well. And
Okay.
she loves stuff like this, and she takes such great photos.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a professional photographer, just so
Oh.
everyone knows.
No,
Oh, I'm
nice.
sorry.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I thought everybody knew her mom, so I just assumed.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah, her parents are very involved in Wakefield with the Wakefield Community Neighborhood Association. Yeah, they've done a ton of stuff. I mean, a lot of other things as well, but yeah, they're great people.
Cool. Awesome.
So, all right, I have to jump off.
Okay. No, fine. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate it.
All right.